Assalamualaikum dear students, how are you all? Hope you people will be fine. And today I will take the start of chapter number 2, that is on page number 14. Okay, and the name or the title of this chapter is the animal world. And obviously you people will know about the animal, but let me give you examples. The examples of the animals are like lion, dog, tiger, parrot. These all are animals. But what new thing that you people will learn in this chapter is that human is also an animal. But what make it special? The use of brain. Humans have brain. They make use of their brain. Okay, that make them special. So that's why here here it's written that humans are the smartest animals on the earth, and all the animals have features that help them in different ways. Okay, for example, there are different animals, the different pictures of animals given, and they have different features. For example, giraffe has long neck, and with this long neck it is able to see over the wall. Okay, so here it is a little the picture of a little kid given, and that is dreaming or like thinking that if I could be a different animal, if I would be a giraffe, so I would be able to. So as you know that giraffe has a long neck, so with that long neck the little kid is dreaming, if I would be a giraffe, I would be able to see over the wall, over the high walls with that long neck. Okay, and next is lion. And you people know that lion is really famous for hunting, for catching its prey, and and with its roaring sounds, people are really afraid of lions, obviously. Okay, so with its roar, it can make anyone do whatever he wants them to do. It wants them to do. Okay, so now this little kid is dreaming, if I would be a lion, so with the roar like a lion, everyone would do what I say. Okay, now next is the bird. So what is the feature of the bird? Feature of the bird is that it has wings. The birds have wings, and with those wings it is able to fly. So now this little kid is dreaming or thinking, if I would be a bird, how good it would be that I would be able to fly. Now on the next page there are different types of animals. Okay, and scientists have divided the animals. They have put them into different categories for the ease of us, to make it easier for us. And two ways that scientists group animals are by the type of skeleton they have. Animals are divided into different categories, and what are the basis of the division? First is the type of skeleton they have, and the next is how they control their body temperature. Okay, so first we will discuss about the type of skeleton. Some animals have skeleton inside their body. Humans have skeleton inside their body, so do fish, reptile, amphibian, and birds, and this is called endoskeleton. So those animals which have skeleton inside their body, so those animals are called those animals have endoskeleton. Okay, and what are the examples? Human, fish, reptiles, amphibians, and birds. Birds, fishes, amphibians, and humans. Okay, so what? And birds. So they have endoskeleton. All these animals given in these pictures, they have a skeleton inside their body, and that's why they are called as animals which have endoskeleton. Okay, the next is some animals have skeleton on outside of their body. And what are those animals called? Those animals are called as those animals have exoskeleton, because the skeleton exists outside the body. And an exoskeleton is a hard cover, and that is also called a shell, and it supports and protects the bodies of some type of animals. Insects and shellfishes have a skeleton on outside the body. Okay, so those animals which have exoskeleton, they are mostly those animals which have shells. Okay, and the most common examples are insects have exoskeleton, and shellfishes. Now the next is about body temperature. So temperature is how what is temperature? For example, temperature is the how cold or hot an object is, that is called temperature. For example, the weather around us, that is if it is hot, we can we can easily say that it's today it's really temperature is really high, because it's hot today. And if it's cold, then we can easily guess that temperature is low. So next is, some animals keep their body temperature the same. Their temperature does not change in a very cold condition, and their temperature does not change in a very hot condition. And these animals are known as warm-blooded animals. Warm-blooded animals. What are warm-blooded animals? As those animals which keep their temperature the same even in the hot conditions or in the cold conditions. In every condition they keep their temperature, they try to maintain their temperature. Okay, they keep their temperature the same. And what are those animals called? Those animals are called as warm-blooded animals. Warm-blooded animals are those animals which keep their temperature the same in any kind of condition, even if it's hot or cold. In any kind of temperature, they will keep their body temperature same. They will try to maintain their body temperature. And humans, and what are the examples of warm-blooded animals? Human is the best example of warm-blooded animals, and so are the birds. But birds are also examples of warm-blooded animals. Now the next is, some animals change their body temperature as temperature around them changes, and those animals are called as cold-blooded animals. Okay, so those animals which change their temperature with in accordance to their environment. For example, when the temperature outside in their surrounding changes, so they also change their temperature. And what are those animals called? Those animals are called as cold-blooded animals. And what are the examples of cold-blooded animals? They are reptiles, amphibians, fishes, and they are all cold-blooded animals. These are the examples. So this is the lecture for today. I will summarize it for you people, and next I will give you people the homework. So first we learn about that human is also an animal, and next we learn that different animals have different specialities. For example, giraffe has a long neck, and a lion has the ability to roar and make people afraid of it. And birds have the ability to fly because they have wings. And then there are different categories. The animals are divided into different categories. First, on the basis of the type of skeleton they have. Okay, now on the type of skeleton, there are two types of skeleton. First is endoskeleton. So the human, reptiles, amphibians, and birds and fishes, they have endoskeleton. And those animals which have skeleton outside their body, they are called as those animals have exoskeleton. and insects and fishes, it is the example of animals having exoskeleton. Next is the division based on the body temperature. So there are two types of animals based on the body temperature. Two divisions are made. One is warm blooded animal, and warm blooded animals are those animals which does not changes their body temperature on the base of their surrounding. Okay, they maintain their temperature, they maintain their body temperature, they does not change it, they do not change the body temperature. And next is the cold blooded animal, and cold blooded animals are those animals which change their body temperature. So they changes their body temperature according to their surrounding. If in the surrounding it is cold, so their body temperature also decreases, and if in the surrounding it's hot, then their body temperature rises. Okay, and now these are the questions given. Okay, so the homework for you people is that you people will simply try to solve these questions. Why do scientists put animals into different groups? It's really easy. Why do scientists put animals into different categories or groups? Because it is for the ease of the human being, it is for our easiness that the scientists put them into different groups. Okay, what are amphibians? Amphibians are those animals which which can survive both on land and in water. So they are called as amphibians. And what are reptiles? Reptiles, let me give you example. For example, let me give the example of amphibian is frog. And what are reptiles? Reptiles are like lizard. Lizard is a reptile. Snake is a reptile. Okay, so they are reptiles. Fill in the blanks with missing words. So it's the task for you people. You people have to it's the homework for you people, and you people have to cover it. Okay, and that's all for today. Thank you. Bye bye.